Wealth is often an illusion. And when I figured that out and I realized that building wealth is a boring process and often not talked about, that's when things started to take off for me. Today's video is kind of a follow-up to that, which is step two, which is stealth wealth. Now, of course, I talk about building our wealth on this YouTube channel, but outside of this and any of the coaching sessions that I have, I rarely ever talk about how I'm doing or what I'm doing from a financial perspective. And that's really where I came up with the invest and chill mindset. It's not just the channel slogan, it's a real mindset that I've implemented and has now become the cornerstone of how I invest. When I first started trying to learn how to build wealth, I thought things were loud, in your face, a lot of action, things always happening. I didn't think that it was a boring process until I actually got into it. See, I was getting my experiences and building my idea of building wealth from what I saw on social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. See, in those spaces, it was the people that had the biggest houses, the best cars, the most trips, the most vacations, the best clothes. See, that's what we were sold and told. But since I've been in these YouTube streets for a few years, I've realized that that's simply not the case. Don't believe me? Head over to TikTok where you can find your favorite artist, musician, movie star, either trying to sell you something on the TikTok shop or trying to build out their presence on that app, which was kind of disheartening to me because to me, TikTok was the only place that was left where regular people made videos that would either entertain you or inform you in bite-sized clips. And now it just seems like it's overrun by celebrities, athletes, entertainers, and it's almost becoming like an Instagram 2.0, which is a little bit disheartening to me, the direction that app is heading. Because when I first started investing in the market, I thought that I always had to be doing something. I had to either be moving stocks in or moving stocks out of my portfolio. I had to be doing something. And I lost a lot of money out of the gate. My first couple years of investing in the market was a disaster because I couldn't do the one thing that people that invested before me did. And that's number one, have patience. And number two, actually select an investment that I know about and just let it go. Fast forward a few years later, I started this YouTube channel, and the goal of this channel was to educate people how they can actually start investing in the stock market without a lot of knowledge, without a lot of money, and still be able to build wealth just by investing in index funds and ETFs every single month. And on the surface, for most people, it sounds boring. They want action. They want to see the market actually go up and down and they can make money every single day. I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody ask me, hey, how can I quickly make X amount of dollars? And I tell them, I don't talk about making money fast in the stock market. There are people out there that are traders. I'm not one of them. No heat, no shade, no judgment against anybody that's a trader, but that's not my philosophy. And that's where invest and chill became a real thing. The next thing that I learned after understanding that building wealth is boring is number one, I was okay with that. I actually am okay with wealth accumulation being boring. And when I say being boring, I don't mean boring from a traditional sense. I mean boring as there's not a lot of excitement. There's not a lot of fanfare. There's not a lot of activity going on. It's repeating the same things over and over and over on a consistent basis. And that's how you actually get to where you want to be. And I think that a lot of people have that issue because we set goals, we start to do things. And if something doesn't happen within 30 days, we abandon ship and we're just like, that didn't work. Put a plan in place, allow it to actually work its way through the process and give it time. Give it time, give it 3 months, give it 6 months before you start making changes to something that you've done. And then I realized, okay, I have patience. I know that boring is good when it comes to wealth accumulation. Now I need to put in things that are going to actually help me to continue to do those boring things. And maybe I don't need to be a part of that. And that's where automation came into play. I talk about that a lot on the index fund updates that I deliver to you guys every single week, where I'm investing in a different index fund and I give you guys an update on how it's been doing over the past 5 or 6 weeks. And I'm able to do that and not check on those accounts because I've had it set up to where a certain amount of money goes from my checking account into my investing account every single time that I get paid. And then that investing account automatically purchases a set amount of an index fund that I have selected, and it does it automatically. I don't have to do anything. I invest in that portfolio and I don't look at any of the funds and how they're doing except for whenever I'm making a video to give you guys an update. And let's talk about how the news and current events impacts the markets, right? So we've got war in the Middle East, we've got gas prices soaring all over the world. We have potential issues with inflation ticking back up. Interest rates may or may not get cut. All of these things impact the market. And when you think about these every single day and you worry about your investments every single day, it can drive someone crazy. And I think that's why a lot of people are trying to make moves and do a whole bunch of things in their portfolios because, right now, today, the market is pumping, but at any given time, this administration could put out a tweet and it can completely wreck everything that you thought was going to happen in the market. So again, that's another reason of why the invest and chill model works for me. And then another reason of why I favor this invest and chill model and mindset is because it allows me to buy back my time. So what does that mean? I don't have to spend very much time thinking about what I'm going to invest in. That's generally preset. Now, when the market has big swings down or big swings up, I may look and reevaluate and recalibrate from time to time, but I'm generally investing in the same investments, my core investments that I'm holding across my portfolios. There's not a lot of deviation. So it allows me to not worry about that. That part of my life is set. And as long as things continue to go the way that they are from perspective where I'm bringing in income and I know where those are going, that's not going to change. That process is not going to change. So that part of my life is set and I don't need to worry about it, which allows me to focus on other things. Now, I'm really working really hard to try to build out my coaching program for 2026. I've got some things in the works where I'm trying to revamp that program and hopefully can bring you guys more value in a different way than it's currently structured. So those are the types of things when I say buying back your time. I want to focus on doing some other things that can hopefully bring value to people. And then if the market continues to go the way that I think it's going, which I believe that it's going to ultimately pull back again, then I think there's going to be other opportunities for investments potentially outside the stock market that are going to be available for me to invest in. So those are some of the things that I'm actually spending my time on now, thinking about, plotting, and planning, and not having to worry about how my investments in the stock market are going, what I'm going to be investing in, or how that's doing. That helps me to not worry about that and focus on other opportunities that may come up. And then lastly, it's all about protecting your peace and your state of mind. And I'll go back to a statement that I made at the top of the video about whenever I first started investing in the stock market. I used to think that there needed to be constant action and I needed to be doing something within my portfolio every single day or something wasn't right. Now, when you see the markets swinging wildly, especially when there's a tweet from this administration or there's something new that's going on in the Middle East or something's going on with inflation or interest rates and it spikes or tanks the market, not paying attention to those types of moves and seeing how drastic your portfolio can swing is actually something that gives me a little bit of peace of mind because I used to worry about that. And new investors, I know worry about it because there were some people that started investing with me at the top of 2026 for the very first time. They were investing at the top of the market. Then we started to tank and I had a lot of comments from people saying, oh man, the market is pulling back. And I responded to each one of those comments and I told them like, hey, don't panic, don't sell. This is an opportunity for you to dollar cost average and double down on your positions. But when you see those types of moves, it takes a while to be able to understand that they're temporary, hopefully, and that the market will turn around and swing back in your direction as long as you've got solid investments. So not having to see those things every day, kind of out of sight, out of mind, is actually peace of mind for me. All right, guys, so building wealth is not always about being loud and proud and being action filled. It can also be silent. I'm talking about the invest and chill perspective, and which has become the cornerstone of how I like to invest and build my wealth. But I really want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about how I've structured my investment strategy and my investing life. And what would you change about it, if anything?